You motivated? You motivated? You winning, winning. You know they hate it. Hold up. Fierce, fierce, she's fierce, 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 she's that girl from a west side girl to a south side girl to a north side girl to a east side girl. She's fierce, fierce, she's fierce, fierce, fierce. You are now listening to the Fierce Female Network.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Fierce Female Network. I'm your host, Fierce Manson, and today is Monday, baby. Listen, it is Miraculous Musical Monday. It is Miraculous Musical Monday. Gonna have a great time on tonight. Listen, y'all, I am hyped up and I am all excited. I was just online with Stephen Furtick, Pastor Stephen Furtick, and it was just mind-blowing. The sermon was just mind-blowing. And of course, praise and worship, his praise and worship is just, it is all of that, just really takes you to a whole nother level. It was awesome, awesome, awesome. So listen, you guys, listen, of course, I've got a life lesson for you. But listen, more than that, I was thinking about, it's the end of the year, of course. It is December 29th. And guess what, y'all? The year is at a close, of course, and we're looking at a brand new year. January 1st is right around the corner. 2026, and I was thinking about all the things that we've overcame, so listen, think about this, if nothing at all happened this whole complete year, if nothing happened that you expected to happen, there's one thing for sure, a lot of us can say we overcame everything that we were going through. Listen, I always, in the whole wide world, not just me, the whole wide world looks and takes a look at what's being posted and what is going on Facebook, and it's a real eye-opener, of course. A lot of people are going through a lot of different things, and I was just scrolling along on yesterday, every day, just looking and reading. And I don't just scroll. A lot of people just scroll and read what's going on. Some people do reply and post, but I pray. And some people say, well, you don't even know those people. Why would you even bother? But that is so ridiculous. So listen, the thing is this. We want to be united. We want to be helpful to one another. We can pray. Pray. And I see on the Chicago resources, and I read the different posts. It's like, oh my goodness. A lot of people are asking for help for a lot of different things. I was on there today, and there was a lady, she didn't have anywhere to stay. She was looking for housing. And different people that she was asking, not housing. Let me correct myself. I don't want anybody to pop up and say, well, that ain't what that was on Facebook. You got that all wrong. It was a young lady. This was heart-wrenching. She was bedridden and sick, and she had a place to live, but she didn't have a job. She was behind on her rent, and she did not know how she was going to pay next month's rent. So she's already behind, bedridden, cannot get out of the bed, and she was on the Chicago Resources page asking if there's any places that anyone know that they can do work at home, and a lot of people started to post and respond of different companies and where she can get work and help her to get funds together to pay her next month's rent. So listen, you guys, if there's one thing at all, and my family, of course, we've been through a lot. We've lost my brother, and we lost another family member, my aunt, you know what I mean? My mom lost her sister. That was my mother's sister. So there's a lot. 2 years ago, lost my brother. Then a year later, lost my aunt. So that's a lot. That is a lot. Not just me. I'm talking about all across the globe. All across the globe, people are experiencing different things, trying to make ends meet from one week to the next. You hear what I'm saying up in here? And so listen, from 1 month to the next month. But you know what? Out of all those things, guess what? We overcame, and we're doing a whole lot better. And so I want to say this. We could put boots on the ground, stepping into 2026, doing a whole lot better, and overcame, right? Not overcoming by just one thing, overcoming with a lot of help. We're to be helpers to one another. That's the thing. We need to help one another. So listen, that's what it's about. We need to help one another, but whatever you're going through. And the young lady that I've been following her for many years, and she was at her wit's end. I've been praying for her for a long time, supporting her and her business a long time. And I believe in that. I believe in supporting other people. And so anyway, she had a post on her, I'm not going to say her name, of course. And so she had a post the other day, and I said, oh my God. I've always been a little afraid for her because she's always posting that she's going through it. She's having a difficult time. And then she said she was standing on the bridge and she was thinking about jumping off. And so she didn't jump. But she texted someone, and they came and got her from the bridge, and they helped her. They could talk to her, they consoled her. I mean, even just to stand at a bridge and contemplate jumping, that is beyond serious. That's nothing to play with. When you play with, that's just beyond serious. So I'm going to say that, and I got some great music that I'm going to play. I'm going to get to the life lesson in just one moment. It is Monday. It is Miracle Musical Monday. So listen, I got some great music. I'm going to kick it off with nothing. Don't let anything separate you from God going into 2026. Go into 2026. There's a lot of people that love the Fierce Female Network. There's some people that don't like it. That's their business. If they don't like the rants, that's their business. If they can't stand it, that's their business. But listen, let me tell you, everybody got people that don't like it. Don't expect everyone to be on your bandwagon. Life is not like that. You got some people that like what you do. You got some people that say, I don't know. And then you got somebody that can't stand what you do, but that's their business and this is my business. So listen, I want to say this. Whatever God gave you, keep doing what God gave you because he gave it to you for a reason. He gave it to you for a reason. So listen, I'm going to kick this off with nothing. This is a great song. Y'all take a listen to this.
Nothing. Ain't no mountain high enough. Nothing. Ain't no river wide enough. Nothing. Ain't no sin strong enough to keep me away from you. I've been tried in the fire, and God knows it was hotter than I thought it should have been. But like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he always comes through like the fourth man to deliver me. Oh yeah, from the hands of my enemies. And this is why I'll always sing, because it means everything. Oh, yes it does. No wind, no storm, no rain. Absolutely, positively nothing. Ain't gonna let nothing keep me away from you. On my journey I discovered that there ain't nothing too hard for God. So I'm gonna keep on striving, 'cause the road of destruction is hard. I wanna see you face to face, so I ain't gonna let nothing take your place. 'Cause I'm determined to make heaven my home, and this is why I'm gonna keep on keeping on. No trials or tribulations, no temptation, no to man. I ain't gonna let nothing keep me away from you. No river, no valley, no sin can separate me from your love. Nothing can ever separate me. No death, no height, no sickness, no disease. scandalize my name. I'm gonna love you anyway, 'cause I made up my mind. Yes, I did. Ain't gonna let nothing separate me from your love, from your love.
Who doesn't like a great discount? Well, for my listening audience, you can get a great discount when you click on my special link in the bio, my deal page. When you click on that link, you get to shop with Cozy Earth. Guess what? It has Oprah's favorite things. The bamboo sheet set from $206. But guess what? For you, it's 41% off. 41% off. Guess what? One of Oprah's other favorite things, the bamboo scratch knit long sleeve pajama set. It's normally $103. But for you, for the Fierce Female Network listening audience, 41% off. But make sure you use the discount code, which is FFN, Fierce Female Network. All right, that is Cozy Earth, Cozy Earth. Listen, you can shop Cozy Earth, deep discounts. That's going to be deep pocket discounts, 41% off, 41% off. Listen, let me tell you something. Just click on the link, the bio. Click on that link. It'll take you to my deals page. Not only can you shop at Cozy Earth, you can shop at a lot of different places as well. But with Cozy Earth, make sure to use my discount code, FFN. 41% off, great guys, 41% off. So listen, y'all, she was talking about you can scandalize her name in that song. Nothing, you can scandalize her name. You can say whatever you want to say, but it is not going to separate her from the love of God. You know what? And we've got to be like, here's a life lesson. The life lesson is this. Here's a life lesson. No matter what anybody says about you, and I'm talking about the song Nothing. She says you can scandalize her name, do whatever you want to do to her. Nothing's going to separate her from God. And then I got another example. But listen, the life lesson is this. It doesn't matter what people will say about you. It doesn't matter what people try to do to you. I got a lot of examples. As long as you know God gave it to you, as long as you know it's your life purpose, it really don't matter what anybody got to say. It doesn't matter what anybody got to say, because you know that you have that purpose in mind. You know that that's your purpose in life. That's your passion in life. You know God gave it to you. Can't nobody take it away from you. But listen, I got two great examples. I was just listening, as I said earlier, to Pastor Stephen Furtick. And a lot of people know Pastor Stephen Furtick. I'm going to make this really quick. He said, when he first started his church, he was talking with a professional. He's a professional at starting up churches. And he told Pastor Stephen Furtick, well, you can start a church, but it's only going to be white people, because Pastor Stephen Furtick, of course, is white. And Pastor Furtick says, well, his vision is to start a multicultural church for a lot of different cultures, and I can get with that real good. Not only people like him, he wanted black, he wanted Asian, he wanted every culture to come to his church. And so he said that's what God put in his heart to do. That's what God put in his heart to do. You know what the professional told him? He said, now this just happened just like 15 minutes ago. The professional told him it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You're never going to have a church that's multicultural, because that is not going to happen where you are in South Carolina, because it's two races where you are. Well, the end of the story is this. Mr. Stephen said he did not get that person to help him to start the church. Long story short, we all know Stephen Furtick's church is what? It is multicultural. He has every different race under the sun that belongs to the church. Another example. What was his name? Oh man, his name almost escaped me. Pastor Fred, I heard this. Now, I'm not making this up. It's not a story that I make up. It was K.C. Price, the mega church K.C. Price. He said this in one of his sermons. This was years ago. He said, somebody didn't like whatever he was doing. You know what they did? They decided to take out a full page. Now this is ridiculous. This is beyond hating on somebody. They took out a full page ad. I was just afloat. I'm like, who would do something like that? Who would spend their money to talk about somebody like that? But this person took out a full page ad. There's a point to this. Took out a full page ad and talked about Casey Price, put his name down, took him through the mud, just dragged him through the mud, yada, 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 because they thought Casey Price did not support feeding the homeless, which was totally not true. And so, long story short, this man did all this talking about Casey Price, paid his money to have this printed up, and it went all over the place. And so, long story short, Casey Price said, Fred Casey Price said, it wasn't true that he did not feed the homeless. He gives money to other organizations that specialize in feeding the homeless. And he joined himself with other ministries that do that. So listen, people need to get it straight. So anyway, what is the life lesson? The life lesson is this: turn a deaf ear to those that don't believe in your purpose or your vision. Turn a deaf ear and just keep going forward. That's the vision. That's the life lesson. Turn a deaf ear and just keep right on going. Because guess what? You can take food for thought from a lot of different people. I just heard there was another example. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was another example I just heard earlier today as well. I guess things just happened. So I heard this. There was this. What was it? He asked for a raise. This is many years ago, before Playboy started. There it is, Playboy. Before it started, this person worked. Y'all know who started Playboy. He asked for a raise, and they told him, well, we can't give you a raise. You can just go somewhere else. Well, you know what he did? He took out a $1,000 loan and started Playboy. Yada, yada, yada. Y'all know the end of the story. Playboy, of course, is bigger than life. So listen, whatever. Now, God ain't told nobody to start Playboy. That was just his passion. So y'all separate this. People get stuff all mixed up and confused. So before I get to the next song, I want to thank all the international listeners. I love this. I want to get back to the forefront of thanking all the international listeners. I want to thank people from listening in from France, Canada, the UK, Scotland, people that listen in from New Zealand, Malaysia, Poland, Sweden, Portugal, South Africa, Germany, and India. So I really appreciate that. I really appreciate, there's just a small pockets that's popping up. I really appreciate those that's listening in different countries. That's really a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing to be here in different places like that. So listen, I got one more song that's coming up. I'm going to play O. Sammy. Y'all know he's my favorite. O. Sammy Aronson. The name of the song is Prayer, Prayer, Prayer. Listen, y'all, you got to be praying. Y'all be praying going into 2026. And I'm going to say this. Listen, all of us have struggled through something during 2025, 2024, in 2023. Just struggle through something. But I believe 2026 is going to be greater and better. It's going to be greater and better. Martha Menezes comes to mind. So listen, I'm going to say this here right now. I think and I believe, and I decree and declare in Jesus' name that 2026 is going to be brand new beginnings, of course, bigger and better. Martha Menezes had a lot of great songs, and she sang about bigger and better. Your latter shall be better than the former. So listen, y'all, listen. If you've been struggling with something going into 2026, get up. As Stephen Furtick just preached, it's time to get up. We got to get up. We got to rise up. Listen, don't call your house. Whatever is in your house and it's not what you want it to be, maybe you don't have enough or whatever, begin to call your house, to decree and declare. Begin to say your house is the house of abundance. I say that about my mom. I says my mom's house is the house of good and plenty. I've said that for many years on end. God knows she don't need my help to do anything, but all of my adult life I took care of my mother. And I'm blessed to say that. I am so thankful to say that. She didn't have to worry about her bills, but when I pay them, and that's just a thing. Take care of your people, y'all. Take care. I didn't get on here to say this, but listen, take care of your people, even if it's in a small way, even if it's in a very small way. I just believe that with all my heart. So listen, coming up next is Sam Anderson. This is Prayer. Y'all check this out.
Are you the cure? Or are you the darkness? answers to all of these questions I can't comprehend. I need change in my life. I need saving from the dark side of what we could have been and will never be. I'm on my knees. 'Cause if you're God and if it's all or not, oh, just say the prayer for me. And if I fall too far from where, oh, just say the prayer for me. Been down this road 1,000 times before. My body's aching and my legs are shaking. I don't think I can take it. I need change in my life. I need saving of the dark side. Oh, all of my hurt, it all goes away when you were here. 'Cause if you're God and if it's all or not, oh, just say the prayer for me. And if I fall too far from where, just say the prayer. Just say the prayer. Oh, Lord, you could have been my only hope. You know that I'm washing my hands, washing my hands. Oh, you, oh, you, oh, you, oh, you. Washing my hands, washing my hands. Oh, you, oh, you, oh, you, oh, you.
So listen to the Sam Anderson prayer, Sam Anderson prayer. I love that song. I love that song, y'all. Listen, so I was just sitting here thinking, and so many people, you know, talk about things that they've lost. And you guys, I'm in it with you. Don't think for 1 minute that I'm not there with you. You know, as I was saying earlier, I've lost. I've never ever been in this space that I'm living in right now. I don't mean living in a space of where I live, my home. I'm talking about, and I've been in a strange place ever since my brother passed. And when I say in a strange place, I've never known this type of living where it's just, well, when I say this, it's a whole lot better right now. It's a whole lot better right now. So what I'm saying to you is I've never been in such a strange place where there felt like there was no direction. I don't know if anybody can relate to what I'm getting ready to say. You feel like there's no direction. Some people of your family is gone. They're not there anymore, and feel like you're lost, no direction. You don't know what to do because you don't have those people in your life, and you just feel stranded. It feels like you're in a desert. It's almost like you're in the middle of the desert somewhere. There's no water, there's no nothing, there's no food, and you don't know how you're going to survive because you feel lost, you feel stranded, and ain't nobody throwing you no lifeline. That's a very lonely feeling. You feel lost. Nobody's throwing you a lifeline. You know what I mean? And you're just out there in the desert trying to figure out, well, which way am I going to go now? I'm speaking from the heart. I've been there, feeling like, I don't know what the Sam Hill is going to happen. You know what I mean? So listen. And when you feel like that, for me, I grab onto God even tighter. What was that last winter? I had to go through last winter with no winter coat. Winter coat. I had to make it through last winter with just a leather jacket. That's all I had was a leather jacket. I said, I don't believe I'm going through the winter. No winter coat, no boots, no winter shoes, none of that. I had to go through it with some gym shoes. So listen, when I say a strange place, and strange, odd, you're just looking around, ain't nobody standing there but you. That's a really unusual feeling. So I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking about myself, but I'm talking to somebody. Listen, if this is for you, I want you to grab a hold to God. That's what I'm talking about up in here. The reason I'm saying this is to help you to know that you can get through it because God is on the other side of where you're going. So listen, we're walking through the desert. So let me tell you this. Somebody will throw you a lifeline. Someone will throw you some hope and help you to get through to the other side. You ain't going through it by yourself because you got God. I was with my friend, and I got to get on off because I'm pretty much out of time. I went to my friend's house, and I was sitting there, and and he was playing music, and so I said, you know what? I says, you know what, friend? I says, I feel like I'm just all by myself. And he looked. He says, you know what, Adrian? You ain't by yourself. You ain't by yourself. He said, you can come over here at any time. And he was, just encouraged me. There is always somebody. There's always one somebody that you can reach out and call. So listen. It feels, when you're sitting at home a lot of times, it feels like you're in the desert. But you're not in the desert because guess what? God's sitting there with you. God is sitting there with you, and he's going to always sit there with you. And you know what? You can always talk to him. And I got to get on up out of here. And as always, it is peace, love, and soul always.
You motivated?